Islamic banking and finance is a form of community banking where it complies with the principles laid down by Islamic law and Islam as a religion.
How can a book that was written in quite a historic time be relevant to cover every area of modern finance and banking?
Quran and the teachings of the Prophet, peace be upon him, provides us the general guidelines on how to conduct our business activities, how to conduct the financial activities, as they do for all other aspects of a Muslim's life. As far as the application of those general principles in today's modern world, we have scholars, experts who interpret those principles, and a lot of other, a huge source of other knowledge and information available, which was developed over the centuries. They use them and they interpret to guide and to issue their opinions on the problems or the products and the services which we offer in this current time.
One of the issues prohibited by Islam is usury or interest. How instead do Islamic banks address this?
Usury or interest, or riba as we call in Arabic, is something which is the core prohibition and the distinguishing feature of Islamic finance. Now, just for your information, the riba or the interest was prohibited not only in Islam but also in Christianity and Judaism. Now, an Islamic bank offer products and services which are based on profit and loss sharing instead of charging interest without any regard to the real economic activity being financed or being undertaken with the money contributed by the bank. So that is one way of, generally speaking, how Islamic finance conduct or Islamic banks conduct their business. As far as the prohibition of interest is concerned, prohibition of interest actually addresses a very serious problems which current capital system is facing. For example, the concentration of wealth. The very basic reason for that is the credit or the bank loans are given to the people who can afford paying back to the banks. The method which banks use to lend is they look for not the most eligible and most, I would say, savvy businessmen. Rather, they look for the people who have the ability to return. So effectively what that means, that banks want to make money over money, and hence they will give money to the people who already have it, rather than giving it to the people who need it most. Another problem which interest has, that interest actually help creating a virtual economy, because the money is used in financial economy instead of real economy. Just to give you an example why Islamic finance watch for the real economic activity instead of financial economy, in 1996, the data was collected for the financial derivative economy. The size of the financial derivative economy was about 64 trillion, as compared to the GDP of all countries in the world, which was only 30 trillion. So you have a 34 trillion worth of financial economy which doesn't have any basis. So that actually is what lead to the bubble and then market fall, and then leading to unemployment or loss of job for thousands of people overnight.
Are you seeing interest in Islamic finance beyond the Islamic world? Are Western investors considering Sharia compliant funds, for example?
Western investors, I believe, are getting very more and more aware of the, I would say, the less liked aspects of the financial economy or the current capital system. For example, there is the movement, the ethical investment movements in the West are very much in line with the Sharia Compliant Investment guidelines. For example, Sharia Compliant Investment funds, a Sharia Compliant Investment fund will not invest in gambling, in companies involved in tobacco, in arms business, in gambling, casino business, in any activity which is harmful to the general good of the society. And that is exactly what ethical investors are doing in the Western economies. So they are very much looking into with more and more interest, because they see clear advantage. And environmentally, Islamic finance is much more friendly, because Islamic finance watch for the optimal use of the economic resources, not the use of resources which will be environmentally at a disadvantage to the world at a later stage.